This week there's sad news, there's Sousenkyo news, NogiBingo news, and something that I'm very, very excited for that I've been waiting for a long time. I'm Mr. Josh Bucks, and this is AKB48 Group News of the Week. Now remember, as always, this goes 48 graduated members and 46. And this week there is no graduated members to talk about, so it would just be 48 and 46. So starting off, I just want to get rid of the sad news right away. A fortunate thing happened to JKT's general manager. You can go look at their official Twitter to see what happened exactly, and I mean, even the AKB member who used to be in JKT, Nozawa Rena, actually commented on this. It's a sad situation that happened, and my condolences to all friends and family. If you want to know more, look at the info in the description down below. Don't want to linger on that too long. And since we're talking about sad news, I'm going to talk about another bit of sad news. And that's with Oshima Ryoka, who is actually graduating. The Team B member is actually going to have her last show on June 8th. Sad to see the so-called ace from the 13th gen go away. But let's leave the sad news behind and move on to more happy news. And to start off the happy news is with AKB48's 48th single. And it actually has a release date already, and it's actually fairly soon. It will be May 31st, 2017, with a double center of Shiraishima and Nishino Nanase. Wait, that's the wrong double center. It's Miyawaki Sakura and Matsui Jurina. Now with this double center, I would actually prefer the oddball coupling of Jurina with Mayu, but that's just me. Now with this being the 48th single and all, I mean the name is AKB48, and the 48th single better be something like that'll shock us and wow us all, and make us all like our jaw drops and everything. I mean, there's a lot riding on this, and there's very high expectations for it. I mean, the production value better be like skyrocketed. Hopefully they bring back that old AKB sound that all of us fell in love with. Which reminds me, Sousenkyo. Now, the 9th Sousenkyo, 2017 Sousenkyo, is actually having an announcement date and a location. It will be June 17th in Okinawa. Now, a lot of people on Twitter were saying, oh hey, this is so far away, people are going to be paying more to go to Okinawa and stay there than they are for the voting, which means that they'll get less sales, and the only sale they'll get is the ticket for the event. But at least the people who go there can relax, the members can try to relax even though it's Sousenkyo time. And voting for that will be May 30th to June 16th, the day before. And I imagine they're going to do what they do every year and do like a first round announcements of who's winning so far. And then that's when all the Sashi fans go in and just vote for her. But that should be very exciting to see. I'm kind of suspicious to see what would happen thanks to showroom being a big thing now, and see how that affects the total outcome. But speaking of outcome, we're going to talk about Stu 48 and how the members have finally been decided. I think this news actually came out like the day that I made the video, and I didn't talk about it because it came out after I recorded, which usually happens. But 44 of the members have been decided. Not sure if that includes Sashi and Okada Nana, although I do kind of imagine it does. But it's super exciting to see what will come out of them. I mean, there's a lot of members who are going to be there. I imagine some will stay on the ship because it's kind of hard to have 44 girls on one ship on one stage. But it'll be an interesting concept to see how it pans out. But that's it for 48 news. If you have any news that I should talk about, please tweet me at Mr. JoshBox. Thanks to some other sites being down like AKB48 Daily, you guys can tweet me news that you want to see here on the show. So be sure to tweet at me whenever you see something cool pop up that you think I might not see. Especially member individual stuff, because that's a little harder to find. But let's move on to 46. First up, I want to talk about the sales for Nogizaka's 17th single, Influencer. It has sold 743,000 copies, only 200,000 something left until the million, right? But I will talk about this more later today on 48 Talk, so be sure to tune in for that if you're curious to see what my opinions are of the A-side and the B-side tracks. Next up is Nogizaka NVR, and in fact, instead of talking about it, let me show you. Okay, so right now, I'm sitting at a table, there's a lot of food, and it's like my perspective. We have Takayama, we have Misa, we have Miona, and we have Akimoto. Oh no, the glass is coming near me. Okay, calm down. We don't need it that close. We're trying to come by, not splash it in my face. Whew, oh man, it's getting foggy in here. Whew. Alright, so my food is in front of me. Chopsticks right here. I can't grab them, unfortunately. I can't grab them. I can't join you guys. I'm just the odd guy here, just sitting here, looking at you guys eat. Oh, that old lady left. That's good. You know, them classic oishis that you always hear in these programs. It's funny because you see them like interact with each other as they commonly would, but then like you just hear in the middle and be able to look at whoever you want. Yes, I know it's a lot of food, but I can't grab it. Don't make fun of me. I wonder what they have around. What is that over there? If you look over there, there's my Natsu's photo book. Of course she would put that there, right? Anything else around the room? Oh, then we have Takayama's photo book. That's pretty nice. Pretty soon we have Misa's photo book. And all we need is Miona's photo book. Oh man, they're over here just enjoying all this food while I just look at them. I think I might have to look at the rest of the videos later because I don't know how much more I could take of this just looking at them eat. Although I do have to admit that their reactions are pretty nice. But next up is about NogiBingo 8 and that it finally has a release date. The release date is April 8th and Ichiri is confirmed to be on again. It wouldn't be NogiBingo without him unless they bring someone who was even more crazy. But it's super good to see NogiBingo back. And I imagine they're going to do like Keiya Bingo, then NogiBingo, Keiya Bingo kind of routine. Now, here's the news I'm super excited for. I can't wait to tell you guys. And it's about a photo book. And not just any old photo book. It's going to be Eto Misa's photo book. Shiraishi did her own photo book. And that was super exciting. But Eto Misa, when I think of Nogizaka members who should have photo books, she is definitely up there next to Shiraishi. I mean, they're like right on the same track. So I am super excited for this. This is going to be her second photo book, first under Nogizaka's name. The other one was like in 2012 when she was barely recruited. But I'm super excited for this. I already pre-ordered this and it doesn't come out until April 25th. I mean, I just can't wait for this. And something interesting about this is that it's actually shot in Sydney, Australia. I don't think any other Nogizaka member has done that. Here's a little excerpt from the Amazon page. Go out to the city with a trip feeling. Go drinking with eating alcoholic drinks. Trying to cry in a shining sunset. In addition, beautiful grown bathing suit lifting a healthy and sexy lingerie, even a relaxing bus time. Ooh. A greedy photo album filled with all of Misa of the present, full of frank, but it was clean. Such poetry from Google Translate. And some other news that I'm excited for is the return of Himeka. There was a surprise visit from her in Rajira Sunday, which is a radio show, that she's going to return in April. And I mean, even looking at behind the scenes pictures, it looks like she's nice and healthy and ready to be back. I hope she comes back stronger than ever. Next up, I want to talk about Keyakizaka's fourth single and how the MV was released. But that's not all that was released. 2 of the B-sides have been shown on the radio. There's radio rips if you guys want to search for those. I had a little bit of trouble finding those. But I think if you just Google it or see my retweets, you'll be able to see. First song is Eccentric, which I'm sort of liking more than the A-side track. And another one is Tuning by Yui-chan's. And with all of these songs, it seems like they have a theme together. Like, you know, Eccentric, we have the weird title of the A-track, and we have Tuning. It seems like they're all about music, because Tuning, Eccentric, and discombobulated from the A-track. But I will talk more about this on 48 Talk, just like I will about the Nogizaka one, if there's enough time to talk about everything, because there's a lot. But next up is about another radio program, and that's School of Lock. If you remember, Nanami was on it, but now there's a new person who will be on it, and that will be Hirate Yurina. Now, she's a busy girl, and this is super cool for her. I hope she doesn't overwork herself, and, you know, bad thing happen, and graduate, and hopefully she stays strong. I mean, Ikoma was center for such a long time, but I feel like pressure's a little bit stronger for Yurina, although I remember that Ikoma was actually super happy for not being center for one single, and I imagine Hirate is going to be the same way. And last but not least is about Watanabe Risa and the fact that she's an exclusive model for Non No. So this means she will join the likes of Nogizaka's Nishi no Nanase and be able to be an exclusive model for this magazine. And I think that's the first person in Keyakizaka to actually become an exclusive model for anything, really. So for her being the first one is super cool. Some people were a little bit like, why her? But I think she's a good fit. And props to her, for real. And that'll do it for the news this week. Be sure to tune in next week when I talk about it. You can always know by staying subscribed and like the video, share it with your friends so they can stay up to date with the news, all compiled together in one video format. And again, thank you all for watching. And don't forget that I'm going to be on 48 Talk later today.